It's one I'd never heard of before, Mame. Talking, of course, about Starjacker. That's right, baby. Space shooter. We gotta have a space shooter. Starjacker. When I think about space games, when I think about stars, I start jacking. Was this featured on Starcade? It might have been? I don't remember. Where's the other image? Wall text. Okay. Fly your universe squadron over cities, across valleys, over... None of that happens! This entire game's in space. Your mission to attack and destroy the enemy space colonies while avoiding destroying the waves of attacking enemy UFOs. And return the universe squadron safely to the Starjacker mothership. Control the flight, use fire button. Attain high score on a mystery target will appear. Ooh. High score awards a bonus universe aircraft and allows you to play on. Play on, playa. They wrote the blurb based on a prototype. Yeah, there's no valleys and cities. It's all in space, man. So it's a space shooter, kind of modeled after Xevious, which was the hotness in 1983. Although this game definitely does something different. This game definitely has something you didn't see shmups do very often. Although I guess TaxScan kind of did it. When they say you're controlling the universe squadron, you're controlling the entire squadron at once. You're not just controlling one ship, you're controlling like 3 or 4. And so you've got 3 times the firepower here. Good demo. But you know, it does make you a bigger target overall. Because you have to be dodging stuff with 3 different ships. Oh god, this looks so much better than the SG-1000 version. The scrolling on that thing, good lord. Push start button, 1 player only, Sega 1983. Round 1, Sega 1983. Alright, wait, hold on. What are the dip switches? 20k, then every 30k. That's pretty generous. Alright, so you got 2 buttons. Button 1 for air shots, button 2 for ground shots. Just like Xevious. So right now we're flying over colonies and, and cities, right? Music's better than Xevious, at least. Bomb the ground targets! You want to go for score, right? Most of these aren't even shooting at me. Don't run into the poles. Oh, I gets rid of them. Nice. It is scrolling kind of fast, huh? I mean, it's pretty smooth, but it is a pretty fast game. Bomb that tank, yeah. Take that. Oh, I gotta bomb those. That doesn't make sense. Almost at the end. Alright, well, we did stuff inside that colony. What did we do? Bonus 4,000. Oh shit, the squad got bigger. So you only get extra lives between stages. And so now I'm controlling 4 ships, which is kind of unwieldy. It is very hard to protect everybody. Ah, there goes one. Okay, we got 3 more. So yeah, bonuses go up if you can keep all 4 alive, but that definitely gets a little tricky. This is definitely a different take on the space shooter genre for sure. It does give you some feelings of power. The problem is, even though you have like 3 times the ships, your rate of fire is just really bad. Like, I'm mashing as fast as I can. Those are all the shots I can get on screen. So it kind of feels like a little unsatisfying because of that. Attack scan, you could hammer away on the fire button, but I think it was like Fire Beast. You can only have 1 bullet on screen at a time. But your shots were faster. So bonus is every 30,000 after 20,000, so I gotta get 50,000. It looks like there's room for a 5th ship? Yeah, it stops when you die, because you have to have a moment of silence for everybody. Rip to a true homie. Yeah, the targets are kind of small, too. That doesn't help. Oh god, oh god! Those things aren't even worth points. You don't get points for destroying the suicide mine things. Yeah, Sega liked having the copyright on screen at all times. That's what Up and Down did. You swap out your Up and Down for Starjacker, and it's just going to further burn in copyright Sega 1983. Whoa! What is this? It's a boss. Woo! Vroom! Sick. Hey guys, how's it going? Can I join too? It's the Ixion tank? Oh shit. Crossover with the unreleased video game. Okay, you can kind of hold the button down. I don't have to mash because you're not going to really have good firing rate anyway, huh? I think in the SG-1000 version, those bosses showed up like every stage or something, so you could just like skip stuff more often. Oh god, oh god! Thank you, Gooback84. Yeah, I just wish the rate of fire was a little better. Jesus Christ! Rip everybody. Alright, only Sparky is left. Or whoever's flying this. And I gotta get to 80,000 for a new homie. I don't think that's happening. But maybe I can pull it off. So yeah, you can only have 2 shots on screen at once. That's really not enough. I guess they're just kind of hoping, you know, you have more ships, more bullets. And I guess if you were too powerful, you could just like load the screen with shots, and nothing would survive. So I think they erred on the side of caution. Unfortunately, making the player feel weaker is not good game feel. you could have like 3 shots on screen, I think that would... I don't think that would break the balance of the game. I think that would be better. But what do I know? The idea that you have to, like, actually not just reach the score threshold, but actually finish the stage to, like, pick up the extra life is interesting. You gotta earn that... Ah! Shit. Rip. Game over. Another game where they put the jams on the high score screen. Rub. Rubed. So it's also worth mentioning that for some reason there's a version of this game that was distributed by Stern. I don't know why, if Stern was distributing them in the United... Like, Stern was primarily a United States developer and manufacturer. But there is a version of this game with a Stern copyright date, or Stern copyright thing. And this version is different. Let's just look at this very briefly. The high scores got wiped. Let me, I think that was the high score plugin killing some stuff. Let me reset that. I don't think that's how it's supposed to be. No, I guess it does default to 0. Alright. High scored, nobody. Stern 1983. So the big difference in this version, besides Stern 1983, you leave the homies behind. It's just a regular space shooter. There's no squad. And wait. It looks like you can actually put 3 bullets on screen instead of 2. So, you only have 1 ship, but it's more powerful. And actually is like better, probably better equipped for taking stuff out. Oh yeah, everything's worth more points too. It felt like every enemy was worth like 100 points in the Sega version, but now it's worth 200 for most of these. These things are worth 500. So yeah, this version is very different. It's still the same base game. But yeah, now you're a solo jacker. No group jacking, unfortunately. Oh, gave me an extra life, which I guess is just another homie on the carrier. And you don't get extra bonuses. The bonus is always 1,000, but that's okay because you're getting more points in the stage. The lives were adjusted from 20k then every 30k to 30k then every 40k. Oh wait, there's a dip switch. Well, it defaulted to single. All right, well, let's change it to multi. Also, yeah, what happens if you die? I think like, does it start the stage over? I don't think it starts the stage over. The next life just comes in where you died. Okay, let's reset. Reset to multi. Okay, so it's back to... It's back to just 2 shots on screen. But the points you get from killing enemies is still higher in this version. Because all these enemies were worth 100 points on the Sega copyright. But now they're worth 200. It's just kind of weird it defaults to single. Was that even an option on the on the main version? Now that I think about it. I don't remember, I didn't see it. It does feel like you can earn more points in this version. You might be able to get extra lives more often, because most of the points are doubled. But it's extra lives every 40,000 instead of every 30,000. You should be earning more, right? In theory. Yeah, but shmups as a genre wasn't really, like, fully realized yet. Like, Xevious kind of, like, jump-started the whole craze, but there were games before that, obviously, like Scramble and Super Cobra. But single-screen shmups were still, like, a lot more popular than these scrolling shmups. But that kind of changed with Xevious. And so a lot of games ended up copying that. Okay, let me go back to the other version. Please don't crash OBS. Thank you. Yeah, it doesn't even have the option. That's so weird. It's only an option on the Stern version? Wow. It had to have been a later revision because, I mean, usually when these games came out, like, internationally, it was, like, after the Japanese release. So, good demo. Just fucking crash into the pole immediately. So maybe that's just a revision they made and decided to implement. Yeah, did it come from John Stern, or was it Sega themselves that thought, like, just to have a single mode? They decided to make the single mode default. Which, again, does seem odd. But, whatever. I don't know. What do we think about this? I want to like this, but man, the lack of firepower is rough. Does get a little repetitive. I wish it had more of those boss battles where you could, like, skip the stage. That was kind of cool. They didn't have enough of those. I love how bad these demos are. The demo keeps dying over and over. TaxScan's the better Squadron game. I agree. TaxScan's sick. TaxScan was like a 4. I'm pretty sure. Well, it's kind of neck and neck between 2 and 3. 3 ended up with 55% of the votes. No 4s, no 5s. 1-1. Somebody really didn't like this. Alright, so Chad gave it a 3. And it was pretty close. Man, what do I feel about this? Should I just have the 2s back? kind of unsatisfying to play. I just don't like the lack of firepower in the multi version. But then if you play the solo version, you have more shots on screen, but then that kind of defeats the purpose of the game. But also the whole thing with the multi formation is that, like, also it's not like TAC-SCAN where your ship formation actually changes across the course of the game. You don't really have the option to change it. It just kind of changes based off the stage. But here it's always just this long conga line, which makes it just really hard to survive sometimes if enemies are firing angled shots. So I don't know, 2 seems about right. It is a very borderline 2 or 3. It can go either way. Well, let's just play TAC-SCAN again. Yeah, why not? No, we got other stuff to play. You'll play TAC-SCAN today. Alright.